We don't condone the use of any illegal substance or any illegal activity. This video is intended for instructional and educational purpose only. Watch at your own risk. Viewer discretion is advised.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And they got it with a green leaf sway. See bunnies rolling up, we light it our way. Mr. Get got the bombs, we puffin' all night. Talking cultivation, yeah, we're feeling alright. Light it up, feel the vibe, let it be known. Garden cultivation network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Shouting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night. Wednesday to Friday, we keep it alive. Cannabis talks, everybody's feeling high. Sharing secrets of the grow, it's a sacred art. In this cultivation game, you gotta play your part. Keep it real, keep it tight, watch the plants grow. Garden cultivation network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Chatting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night.
What up?
Happy Wednesday.
Yes. Yes. Middle of the week.
Yes.
Considering it's only Wednesday, it feels like it's been, like this week feels like 2 weeks already.
Oh my God, that's how I feel too.
We are in the middle of a serious heat wave right now. It feels like it's kind of broken a little bit, but it's still crazy humid. Like in Canada, we get hot weather, but I gotta convert this for the Americans out there. It was about 115 degrees yesterday and the day before. Like it was fucking hot.
And everywhere in Ontario.
Yeah.
Maybe I think Canada just in general.
Yeah,
But I know Ontario for sure. Yeah,
but
it's been a hot
like,
one.
I've been hearing everybody, like not just people in Canada, like all over the US, all over Canada, everywhere is hot.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah.
is.
So
Last Wednesday, who did we have last Wednesday? Oh my God. Like you said, it feels like it's been like 3 weeks.
last Wednesday. God, you know what? I don't even know now. Last Wednesday we had
We had Alexandra, I believe.
Yes.
Because it was supposed to be
We-
IDAN, but it was
Right.
Alexandra from Ogle. So
We
yes, that was a
switched-
really good
switched it
episode.
at the last minute. Switched it at the last
Yes.
minute. We went from one hydroponics system to another hydroponics system.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So that was a great episode. If you missed it, you could go back and rewatch it, or you can head on over on Spotify and listen to it under Garden Cultivation Network.
Yes. Go check them out on Instagram under Ogo Grown. It's a pretty badass system. It's a pretty cool system that they got. They just basically
And
made
they're
it for like anybody, whether you're brand new or you're super advanced. It works for everybody from new to old.
And they're willing
Pretty
to
dope.
work with you and to help you along the way, which is amazing. The customer service is like top notch.
Yeah, you're kind of in the works of putting maybe a little system together yourself.
We'll see. We'll see. I get my ups and downs.
Yeah.
I'm still like, and I'm sure after this episode I'll be up here again. So
Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely after this episode, because I have a feeling that we may talk a little bit of DWC. I don't know, but some of the stuff this man has in his garden, the roots, like I'm talking, these roots look like full-size carrots. Like it's crazy.
it's crazy. It is.
Not
Yes.
orange, but you know, the size of a carrot. Like I don't know. I've never seen roots like that before. They definitely don't grow like that in my pots. I don't know
Mm-mm.
about yours, but not mine.
Mine don't even reach the bottom half the time. What do you mean?
Oh shit. He's got more weight in his roots than we got on our whole plants.
Yeah.
That's funny. So I was watching I like to watch podcasts, other podcasts, like not just cannabis podcasts, and I was watching one the other day, and it's called the Nine Club. I'm a big skateboard fan, so I've been watching the Nine Club, which is Chris Robertson and a couple other guys, old skateboarders, and I was watching an older episode with Rob Dyrdek. He's the one from like the Fantasy Factory, Ridiculousness, Robin Big. Anyways, he was a pro skateboarder back in the day. He also had a video game and everything. And he was talking about like how he plans his life out, and he literally like plans every hour of every day, every single day. He knows next week, he knows what he's doing next Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, and he's got his whole like schedule written out, and it's great. And it could be like as simple as like wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, have 2 eggs and a piece of toast for breakfast, and then he's got like 9:10. What he's doing at 9:10. He was talking about like managing time and all this stuff, and one of the things that he was saying, if you watch 1 hour of TV per day, you just wasted 4% of your life. Isn't that fucked up?
Well, don't tell people that this show's an hour. They're not going to want to watch now. What are you doing?
This isn't TV though. This is education. This is this is like going to school, so it's important to watch podcasts. See, I was watching podcasts. I learned that on that. He said it on a 2-hour podcast. That's 8%. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting, just the way he kind of like plans everything out, stuff like that. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
It was almost kind of like psychotic the way he does it. But that's off topic, anyways. It was just I wrote it down when I was
Yeah, I was
watching it,
wondering where
because
that
it was just like,
came.
oh
That
my
was pretty
god.
left field, even for you.
I know, but it was just it stood out to me, and it was like, man, I quit TV. I'm not watching TV no more. It's a waste of time.
Just
But yeah,
podcasts.
just podcasts. Just podcasts, yeah. Oh, shit, I spend probably 40% of my life watching podcasts.
Speaking of
Forget
podcasts,
forget the 4%.
our guest for this Wednesday is from a different podcast as well, and I'm sure most of everybody in the chat knows
Actually,
by now who it is. He's
it's
in a
not a
few.
podcast. It's not a podcast at
Oh,
all. It's a
sorry, a
podcast.
podcast.
Yes. Yes. And we got to make sure we get that right, because I think that's important. I like that they changed it to podcast, because it's exactly what it is. It's a podcast.
Exactly.
But yeah, are you ready?
I am.
Because if we don't bring them on soon, I'm going to keep going out in left field from all the
Yeah,
podcasts I watch.
and there might be a riot for all the ruse crews out there, so you better hurry up.
All right, here we go.
What's going on?
What's going
Happy
on, man?
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy hump day.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's halfway through the
Absolutely.
week. Hopefully
Oh,
halfway through the week. They're already talking they might want to work Saturday. So
that's the
hopefully-
worst.
Hopefully
I don't.
it is hump day.
What's better for you, if you find out on Monday that you're working Saturday, or if you find out Friday that you're working Saturday? What's better for
Well, it's better
you
for them
mentally?
than to tell me earlier, because they tell me Friday, I'm going to tell them to fuck off. And so
Right.
that's their advice is they tell me early if you want any chance of me showing up.
Yeah.
I don't do the Friday afternoon. You guess what? You're working. No, I'm not. I don't give a shit. I'll go to the hall the next day, bro. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't do the.
Yeah.
I don't do that thing. You can ask me, hey, would you want to work tomorrow.
Would you be interested in
No, I will
working? It's
not.
up to
I will
you.
not work tomorrow because I will not be mentally prepared for that. So I've already checked out for the
Yeah.
weekend. I'll let them know straight up.
You feel the same. You feel the same way about it as I do.
Yeah, yeah. Once I hit that, like I said, yeah. Once I hit that mental point, you gotta hit. Get me. You might catch me Friday morning, possibly. I might agree with you and work
I don't
Saturday.
know. Friday
Maybe.
morning, I'm already mentally checked
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna say
It's
Friday.
already Friday
Well, shit.
afternoon in my head, and I'm going home, and it's the weekend.
I mean, you know what you do Friday? You look back and look at all the work you did Monday through Thursday. You know what I'm saying? You make sure it's still
Yep.
up in the proper place. Just to go
That's right.
shake it a couple times and make sure it's good. That's what you do Friday.
That's right.
Yep.
Hell yeah. So
I
yeah,
mean,
for anybody that doesn't know who you are, which there probably isn't any in here, but do you want to kind of let everybody know who you are and what you do and a little introduction?
Yeah, I'm Ruse Goofy Growing. I mainly grow DWC. I do the podcast with Elle and Chris Saturdays, 5:30 Central Time, and then me and Elle go live Fridays as well on his channel. We'll be going live on his channel. It's back and forth. Sometimes mine, sometimes his. It's been his lately.
Yeah, you got some strikes on your YouTube or
Yeah,
something. You
yeah.
couldn't
So
go
it's
live
back
or
and forth
something
for a
for a
while.
bit.
Yeah, I just did another live. I've done a couple lives. Luckily, I guess when I scheduled them, I didn't age gate them. So I got scared when I first saw the message on my phone. I was like, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, shit, already? And they're like, I guess they just age gated it or whatever. So it's all like, all right, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know what happened a while back. I was doing lives and then I was getting strikes left and right. Like I do a live and I get a strike on that live before the was out. So
That's crazy.
weird. It was some weird stuff was happening at the same time with some other people as well. I think we all know who we're kind of talking about. We just won't mention names.
No,
That's let bygones be bygones, bro. Nobody,
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Hey, haters make the world go round, man.
Hey, bro, they make it a little bit funner from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit funner from time to time.
You get more love from your haters than you do from your
Boy,
true
I'll
fans.
tell you what, my page would be nothing without them. I'd have no followers. You know what I'm saying?
I know, me too.
I only
Me
have
too.
seriously, I probably have about maybe 200 people on Instagram I'm interacting with and might like my posts. So yeah, the number game on Instagram is crazy. So yeah, it's either probably just people following or just I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, I got about 200 people on Instagram. I don't know. I just took a dab earlier, so I might ramble on sometimes.
That's all right, man. This is your hour. You want to ramble,
That's
you
right.
ramble. You go where you want to go. That's why we do the whole the more of the conversation thing instead of we're gonna drill you with 1,000 questions in this 1 hour. You know what I mean? We go in, just have a straight conversation, and you never know where it's gonna go. We might talk about DWC. We might not even talk about weed. I don't know. Just
Yeah,
depends on where it goes.
who knows? Who knows?
But yeah, so do you want to we'll start at the beginning, I guess, because we had you on before, but you were on with Chris and Elle. It was all three of you guys on at
I
the same
thought
time.
so. Yeah, I can't remember.
It was a while back. I think it was right around the start of GCN.
Yeah, I think it seemed
Uh,
familiar. I think we all three did it. That's right. So yeah, we was like, "Do you want to do it?" I was like, "I thought I've done it." I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it for sure." But I was like, "I thought I've done it before." But yeah, so
You've definitely been on. You've definitely been on, but it was with the three of you guys, and then we've had Elle and Chris and CC on since then. Now we had to get you on to kind of complete the full cycle.
Well, it won't be trifecta because that's three. So my
Yeah,
quadfecta.
the quad. I like that quad factor.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I using the language properly? Most likely
I
not.
think so. I understood it, so I mean, if
Yeah,
I
as
can
long as you
understand
understand me,
it,
that's all
it's
that matters.
perfect.
People
It's
have a hard
perfect.
time understanding me too. That's it.
That's
All right.
right. So when you first started growing, was it did you go straight into DWC or was it soil,
Uh,
cocoa?
no, it's, the first success I had was shout out Fun Understandable over there. My soil. Without her help, I wouldn't have been nothing. Probably I would have probably failed too much. There's so much when I was doing my soil that I went to go get teas from her, and just her worm castings. Those fresh worm castings are amazing. And so yeah, that's how I really started off with soil. I would try doing cocoa. I really didn't have success doing cocoa. You know what I'm saying? It was weird. I heard how easy it was. And so, yeah, mainly I was just doing soil. I was doing about like 3-gallon pots was my main thing. I was having the most success with. And then, I don't know. I mean, I think I saw somebody's roots or something too, like them just doing the DWC. And I was like, I guess they were talking about how it was, man, who was, I can't remember his name. He's on Instagram. Not VIP Plantation. I remember seeing him too, but it was I saw him like
I see him still around too.
No, yeah, he's still going. It's somebody different. But yeah, I just did it so that I just looked it up. I was like this, and there's a couple people on Instagram that they've done it before. They weren't doing it at the time, but they kind of knew a couple little things. I don't even think they're on Instagram anymore. But yeah. So I asked them a couple of questions. They told me, I think it was dude.grows was him. I
remember.
He helped me out.
And
Brandon is his name, I believe. I don't know if he wants me to name drop. I won't say last names in, but yeah. Shout out him. He's the one that told me, lined me kind of really out the best. He's the one that told me, dude, just do it. He said, pretty simple. He said, he gave me the week. My week rule that I stick with. He said, don't go past the week. He said, just do your little bubble buckets and don't go past the week. And that's the rule I kept. And man, it just seemed like, it's too easy. And then, I don't know, man, it's just like I don't know, it was maybe just the genetics I had too. I mean, they just grow great too, but I think I started off with, I might have did one of James's Loud Frosted Biscotti in DWC. And then maybe the Cajun Crippler, and then something else. And there's just like, those are just like autoflowers. And I did the Frosted Biscotti and the Cajun Crippler for sure in soil. And I saw how big they would get. So yeah, once I saw what happened here, I was like, oh my man. I was like, this is no brainer. And then now you don't need to stay on top of soil. You're not spilling soil. I kind of like dropped the bugs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was actually battling fungus gnats from here, off and on.
So which you probably haven't seen a gnat since you started growing BWC.
I've got soil going in my closet as we speak. So I've been doing soil again for probably, I don't know. Hell, Elle might know. I don't know, about a month, probably. I think probably about a month.
Nice. Are you doing build a soil?
No, I haven't done the build a soil. I just got some Fox Farm around here. That's the only thing that they sell around me at the HEB that's pretty decent. So I got that, and I did amend it with, I think Dr. Earth 444 is what I had. And then, so I haven't done anything for the flower or anything. It's just been off those nutrients. So yeah, I got in there, I got some cucumbers and some watermelons in there. And then I got one has like a little autoflower. So it's like a little autoflower about this big. It's struggling there with the roots and everything. I'm pretty sure they're battling it out. So I like it. I think it's gonna be one of my new things. Like,
is it a struggle for you though? Like when you are growing in soil and you can't just like lift up the lid and look at the
Just
root?
look.
Like, does that bother you?
It kind of does in a way. Yeah, it's like because I'm used to seeing how fast the roots are going. You know what I'm saying? And here I have no clue. Are they reaching? Are they stretching right now? I love the DWC. Just like, you can see when they start poking out and like on them, you drop your water a little bit from the basket, so it's not like touching it. So you'll see it when it first gets there, and when it like, you can see it's like stretching for that bubbling. Like a day later, it'll definitely drop down, and it's like touching that water because it wants that water so bad. So yeah, I love seeing it.
I'm definitely interested in doing DWC or aeroponic,
Oh, yeah.
you know, some form of it. I don't know which one, but do you know what the difference is between hydro and aeroponics? Is it the bubbles and the spray? Is that the
Yeah, I was
difference?
gonna say, I think I'll say there's like a few of them. Like, yeah, you have to. I just do bubbles, which it bubbles it up. And then yeah, some are like you said, like a spray that's like misting it or something like that the whole time. It's not really, I guess, submerged, or part of it submerged. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know all about it, but yeah, I think we're just talking about gets sprayed. And then the other one is
Like a drip system or something,
no,
right?
recirculating, where it's
Oh, the
moving.
RD,
It's moving,
RDWC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really not bubbling, so you're just moving it that way, and that's how you get your oxygen through. So I was actually even thinking about doing that. I actually went against it because I saw some people had some problems with it, and then had to break it down and drain all the water. And I was like, oh hell, if I have that in my closet, I'm saying, I'm gonna have to try to drain water all up here and take it to the restroom, and I was like, screw that. So yeah, that's what I talked to. Like I said, dude grows again. That's when he's like lining me out on the bubble buckets is what he called them. So he's like, just do bubble buckets, dude. He said, you just swap them out. He said, it's easy. And so yeah, you will run into, saying later on when you got to take them out and all this. I got one right now. I kind of super cropped a little bit when I changed it out. Actually, I don't even know if it was when I changed it out. I think it was on the show when I was trying to show off. I was like, show my roots, and I was like, jammed it up there. All for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
All for the show, man. All for the
show.
tube.
We love it.
Yeah. It's
But yeah,
authentic, right? It makes it's real. When you see
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that, you just go, "Oh yeah,
that's why I like
he's
the way
just
I do
being
my.
real."
I love showing them live. I don't like trying to think, what I'm saying, I'm hiding anything by any other way, or I'm cutting from this to this. I'll take you in, dude. We'll walk around. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever happens. Like it was on one of the Friday night shows that like I came into the tent, and my plant was like yellow. And I never still figured out what it was. I'm pretty sure I just didn't do the nutrients right or something. I was just stoned, and what I'm saying, you don't get too stoned and swap stuff out. I'm pretty sure that was it. Like I said, I never figured out really what happened. That's my guess. But yeah, I opened up my tent and I was like, hey, what's going on? I was like, oh shit. I was like, as you can see, my plant's yellowing hardcore. So yeah, but
It was the off too for the rest of the show, probably at that point too, because the whole time after that, you're probably like trying to do all the numbers in your head, trying to figure out like, hey, but this and this and this. But
so my solution was I just swapped out the bucket. I went, like I said, right after the show, went in there, redid the bucket, made sure everything was on point, made sure I was doing everything, kind of slowed down. I do it sometimes if I'm doing like 2 or 3 buckets at a time. I'm like, sometimes I do all buckets. I do part A, and then I'll go back and do part B on all of them, or I'll do 1 bucket at a time. It's like I don't have a system. I'm all over the place, guys. You know what I'm saying? So when you're like that, things happen. Things get overlooked.
Is it pretty easy to like come back from something like that?
That's what I'm saying.
In DWC,
it yellowed quickly. So yeah, if you're a person that doesn't like checking on your plants, this probably is not the system for you, because you gotta catch it quick. Like I said, I just swapped that bucket like the day before, and I put it in. I didn't see it till maybe 24 hours later, and it got yellow. It affected it. I mean, not like bad. Like I said, I still smoked it. Like I ran it all the way out. I swapped the bucket. It started growing more green growth. Actually, it had a pretty cool look to it for a while. It had like green growth all around it, and the small little part of it was like bright yellow. So it actually kind of looked kind of cool.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, it's
I'm saying?
funny. I've been using Monster Bloom on my plants, and I don't know what I did. I gave it half strength, and I've just fried up all the leaves on there. I don't know what. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know. But now that I'm going over it with the camera and stuff like that, it looks really cool on camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to the eye, when you're really standing over top of it, looking at it, you're just fucking going, oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But I've had a few people be like, man, that actually looks kind of cool like that. And I'm like, I
No,
don't
yeah.
know,
It's like
man.
I
You
showed.
should
I
you
think
should see it in person.
I don't know if it was the next, because I think it was like it would have been that Saturday show. Chris was like, "Ooh, that looks nice. That's cool." I was like, "Dude, that I screwed up, bro." I was like, "That was a total screw up." I came in,
Yeah.
they were yelling hardcore, and I fixed it. And then yeah, he's like, "Oh, it kind of looks cool." I was like, "Okay, well, that's a plus, I guess." You know what I'm saying?
It's like
We're all on
scars, right?
Instagram to
It
make
just
it
adds
all look
character.
cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what Instagram's all about, making it look cool. So if that's what it's
Yep.
about, sign me up. We're going good.
Oh yeah. Nice. So you guys are just about to start season 4 on
Yeah,
Seed to Harvest.
correct.
What's going on with the genetics and everything going on in season 4?
The genetics are Crimson, Dead by Dawn.
Nice.
It's the Holy Moly Donut Shop, the Jackal, and Infested. I always get that part wrong. It's Infested or Infected Mind, something like that.
Nice.
One
I
of
love
them.
the packaging that he's got right now that Frankie's did up.
That
Oh my
Frankie's did
god.
those
The
coffins are
coffins.
fire.
Yeah.
So
That's
cool.
badass.
I think it's still. I need to do a shout out video. I got it a while back. I should have it right here to show off. It is
Infected mind.
badass.
Nice.
Even his little his jackal comes in like a little metal container, like a mints, like almost like a mints container. It's like metal. It's real cool.
Nice.
So,
I love the packaging that people are coming out
from
with nowadays. Like,
cropculture.net, where you need to go to hook up on that.
grab the boxes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
He's
they're
always
already
got some cool stuff in there.
everything. We're going to be popping. I want to say right before August sometime. I don't know, but yeah, I don't even know if we know for sure, but we know we're going to do it like early August or right at the end of July or something. So get in on it.
Yeah.
I think they're selling pretty quick. I don't know if Chris is in the chat.
I'm
I don't
not
think
sure.
I've seen. Yeah, so I don't know. I think some people have been buying them, so definitely get on it.
I've definitely been seeing them
Yes,
popping
yes.
up on Instagram and stuff. People putting posts out and stuff. So I
I'm
think they're
pretty sure
definitely,
Smoke got one. Smoke.
selling.
Yep, Smoke always. He's been growing with us from day one, I believe. So shout out Smoke Hitman.
Nice. No, I think
Nice.
that's cool. I think what you guys are doing with not just the boxes, but like you guys are all growing the same genetics, and the whole grow with the show motto. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, same genetics, different
It
styles.
is.
You know what I'm saying? We all have different styles, different environments. So, yeah, come. You know what I'm saying? We say grow with the show. So if you're new to growing or been growing, you know what I'm saying, running the genetics we're running, come run with us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can teach us something. We're all here to learn something.
Yep.
And so yeah, if you find a style that you try a style that you fell in, try something different. As I'm saying, we all have different styles. So there's something there. I guarantee you can figure something out. I mean, are you gonna grow the biggest plant right off the bat? No. If you get a little bit of bud and you get 3 or 4 joints out of it, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you won.
You're headed in the right direction. That's just the way the game works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all can't be like Luke and just like grow massive plants.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You wake up one day and
We
say,
could
"You know what, I'm
try,
gonna
but
grow."
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all try. But even still, man, I've been growing since like 2018. I still can't grow like Luke. So
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it's just your environment. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on where you are is what you're going to get out of it too. You know what I'm saying? There's sometimes you just can't do that. You can have all the equipment. I mean, yeah, unless you create an own little bubble, you know what I'm saying, and just totally cut it off, you're going to have outside elements that you just can't really control. So roll with the punches. So yeah, come grow with us, and you know what I'm saying, we'll help you along. You know what I'm saying, that's what it's about.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think I was saying it to Chris. Like between you, Chris, and Al, all three of you grow completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know you guys have kind of like adapted to each other's styles with trying certain things. Like you're now doing some stuff in soil, and I know Chris is kind of maybe going outside of his box, and going into soil as well,
I think he's
like
doing more of a living
build a
soil.
soil instead of
He
the
does
recharge
grow
and
dots. Yeah, he does the grow dots and the recharge.
Yeah.
With the real buckets. So yeah, it's a similar style to mine. It's a bottom fed, very similar. He gets good growth out of it too. But yeah, his he doesn't have the pH. With my system, I got pH my water down every time, and so yeah, there's like I said, you'll find a way to grow that will fit your lifestyle, your likes, your dislikes. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want the pH pin, it's your it gets in the way. If you like little gadgets, maybe you want the pH pin. Maybe you like looking at little screens all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe you like having the little extra stuff. Get it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I want one of those the Blue Lab ones that mount on the wall with the probes that just go in the bucket.
Dude, those
I want one of those. I'm sick of dipping it in and letting it sit there and looking at it.
Yeah, those are badass.
I've even resorted back to
I like my drops.
I was gonna say I've even resorted back to the drops.
That's what
I feel like
use.
it's probably the most accurate one out of all of them.
A good way to double check. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going on that the other night. If you think your pin or something might be a little out of whack, that's a good way to double check.
Yeah, just always keep them. They're like $5 for a bottle of drops in the little container that comes with it. So it's like, why not just keep that on the shelf? And if you ever have any doubt, if you're one of the people that's like super diligent about your pH and you ever have any doubt,
I need to get one.
Test it with that. Like it won't come out and say it's 6.2, but
you got
color and you'll be within a range. Right?
One. They're very helpful. Like I said, I lost the little thing and everything, but yeah, they're like you said. Yeah, when I first started growing, I started pHing my water down. That's the only way I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I did was that, and I didn't even have a meter. It was let's hope for the best.
Like when I first started, this is at least for growing, but when I first started, I was using like a pool test kit, like the little strips.
So that's what I got too. I went up to Home
Depot. I had.
And that's the only thing I could see on the shelf that was like somewhat similar and stuff. I could figure something out about pH and stuff. I bought the exact same thing. It was like a pool strip kit or whatever to figure out pH.
Yeah. It's just what I had, man. I had a little pool in the backyard, and I had it already in the shed. I didn't know anything about growing when I first started. I didn't know anything about pHing my water.
Yeah.
I give it straight hose water and no nutrients. That's how I grew my first time. Freezing cold water out of the tap and in the 100-degree summer weather. You know what I mean? Like no shock to the roots, no nothing.
So you get some colors out of that?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Mostly yellow, but
still a color. Yep.
You're right.
Yeah, last summer you went to Reggae on the River.
Yeah.
With Mr. James Loud, and then you got to go sit in and do the show with him.
Yes, sir.
You got any plans this year for maybe heading back out there?
I'm trying. Things might change. They might be doing something different. I'm trying my hardest to get out there. Trust me. I'm sending out messages left and right to get me out there. I'm trying to do it. Like I said, I think they might be doing something different. So I don't know. I'm hoping to make it out there though somehow.
It looked like a blast. Honestly,
no, dude, it was so much fun. I really hope I can do it. I need it so bad mentally to like reset or something, man.
Yep.
I just
I
feel like
really,
that atmosphere, like the reggae
oh,
scene, is
man, you're just
fucking
walking by and
dope.
everybody's like, "Happy reggae, happy
Yeah,
reggae." Oh, dude,
everybody's just happy, man. Everybody's just loving
man, we went
life.
up there. Like he had a pound to give out. So already he has a pound of weed that he's giving out. He has like a block of hash that just breaking off pieces, putting them down, letting people grab them. Other people are doing the same. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, offering, do you want, you know what I'm saying, if you need this, you can have this. We woke up in the morning, somebody's walking by giving out free eggs so we could make breakfast. They gave us 2 dozen eggs, I believe. They're like, you need fresh eggs?
Wow,
Here's 2 dozen eggs. And then we're like, all right. It was, yeah,
that's pretty cool.
it's undescribable. It was awesome. I'm hoping I'm doing it again. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Sounds like a lot of
What was it
fun.
like? Yeah. What was it like just hanging out with James Loud? I mean, like the
I
man's a
was about to say,
legend.
uh, if you go back and look on the interview at Reggae and the River, the interview I'm doing, I am tripping my balls off on mushrooms. Like,
Really?
I'm like, we took these gummies that he made that, personally, things I made that like on point. He's like, of course, he's like, I'll take about one. I was like, all right, give me 2 of them. So I'll pop 2 of them. And it was like, right, they started kicking in, like when we started rolling joints. Like, he's like, we're going to roll these joints, blah, blah. So we were doing it, and we ate them and stuff. And I can't roll. I'm a pretty good roller, but I cannot roll when I'm tripping. Like, I can't, my function ain't there. So I'm already like, they're starting to, like, I'm rolling, they're kicking in. I can feel it kicking in because I'm starting to look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that angle on it, you know what I'm saying, to help me get a good angle on it. I can see it back. And the weed just kind of like comes out. I'm like, I just look at him, dude. I said, dude, I'm tripping, bro. So I can't roll with the shit on mushrooms. He's like, he looks like, I think he's already feeling. He's like, smiles. He's like, that's fine. He's like, just do as best you can. I was like, all right, cool.
That's funny.
I know that. Okay, so actually, I did. We actually rolled a couple more, pretty good. So yeah, we're going out there. We're just hanging out and all this. They're setting up for the to do the live podcast. I knew all that. You know what I'm saying? And I should have known that. They probably would have talked to me or whatever. I guess. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think about that. So Gears, his producer, we've been hanging out the whole time, and so he's like, let's do an interview. I was like, I don't think I can, dude. I said, I'm tripping. He's like, you're fine. I was like, I don't think so, bro. I was like, right now when I'm talking to you, my words don't even make sense to me right now. He's like, you're fine. He's like, I'm talking to you. So he convinces me. He's a hell of a producer. He convinced me to get, you know what I'm saying, doing this. I'm like, okay, I'm fine. He's like, yeah, dude, we're talking right. He's like, we're talking right now. You're talking to me. You're fine. I was like, I'm tripping, bro. I was like, so dude, we're getting this candy the whole time. It's like the wind's blowing it up and down. He's talking to me, and it's just so yeah, it's an experience like nothing else. You know what I'm saying? From like almost like panic mode to it was like just relax, go with it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was crazy. But I remember that I was like, I can't talk.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this again now that I know.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm not. I was like, my words aren't making sense. He's like, yeah, you are. It's like, we're talking right now. What are you talking about? I'm like,
I mean, you did a great job, man. I never would have known unless you said something.
And it
I
was
never
weird.
would
It
have
was like
guessed it.
we started going. I was still tripping, but it really did. Like once I started talking to him, like everything kind of clicked and made sense to me. My words did make sense. It was like the trees might have been talking to me a little bit. Like I really did. I looked over at this one point, like we're doing it. I just looked over in the hills, and like I don't even know if the breeze was like that, but the trees were moving big, hardcore, and they were just like. I was like, all right, yeah, it's great. It's great.
That's funny. No, that's cool. I remember talking to Chad Westport after he came back, and he was going on talking about like when he got to go out into where the plants are and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He
that's
said, I
badass.
got to go out there. He said I got to help him with stuff, and I got to
Yeah,
like be hands on and be a part of what he was
I've
doing for a
packed
few
some
minutes. And
seeds.
he was
So
like,
who's ever got some seeds out there, I might have packed some of those seeds.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that first night I got in there, he brought me in. He toured me around, showed me all this, that, how they do it, the bedroom. He was supposed to have some stuff like in flour, but something happened. It was just like barely flowering at the time. But it's, so it's still cool. And then showed me where all the seeds were, and we sat down, started packing seeds, and did this. And Lady Loud came in, and she started making shirts and stuff, and it was really cool atmosphere too. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I get this. You know what I'm saying? So it was awesome. It was awesome.
That's cool.
If you go back and look at the interview that I actually did on the podcast, I think I was like so burnt. Like me and him were kind of like burnt out from like the whole reggae trip. Like at the end, we didn't even like to smoke a joint. Like normally they smoke and pass it back and forth, and neither one of us like brought it up or said anything. And Gary's just like at the end, he's like, why didn't y'all smoke a joint? And we're like, oh shit, bro, it's probably fucking burnt out, bro. Like, dude, we just came back from reggae.
Yeah. We just finished smoking 1,000 joints. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I need
I
a
will
break
write
for
one
a
up
minute.
now, but it was it was crazy.
That's pretty cool. So you got a sign in the background right behind you there that says I agree with Willie.
Oh, yeah.
What I saw that in one of your videos. What's the sign
That's
mean?
the patent number that the government owns. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it talks about what it cures or helps. So it's just that this is proof and shows acknowledgement that the government does have acknowledgement that cannabis does help. You know what I'm saying? They can say whatever they want or whatever. And so, I think he came out with one when he started doing his little pre-rolls or something. He threw that number on there or whatever. And then, some other dude posted it a while back or whatever. And I was like, oh, man, I like that. You know what I'm saying? So I made the sign. I just like kept it up for forever since then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I know Bunny and I were talking about it one night and we were like, what does that mean? What is that? But I remember seeing you with it in one of your videos 6 months ago or whatever it
I
was.
can't remember. I don't know how long ago. But it was just did it. And, like I said,
There they are. That's what they specialize in.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Did I miss what kind of nutrients you use?
Oh, I use cutting edge nutrients. That's actually I'm using them because I hooked up with them from Reggae on the River. I was using Rise.
Oh, nice.
Nutrients for the longest time. They were good. There's nothing really wrong with Rise or nothing, but I hooked up with these dudes, and I'm actually loving this success. And I think I'm getting a little bit better results the way I'm doing them over here. So I'm not gonna say they're all in all just better nutrients. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting a little bit better results using them right now.
Your plants definitely love them.
He just sent me some more stuff, and I think he has like a foliar spray that I'm about to get in on, and some silica which I need on my plants. Shout out Rise and what's his name? I can't remember. Oh well,
That's me. I'm so bad with names.
I'll blurt it out here in a second. Sorry. We'll be talking.
It'll come to you right after the show, and you'll be like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Green Man Grows on Instagram, though. I know that.
What's that?
He's Green Man Grows on Instagram, or Green Man Grows 2. His first one got
Green
taken
Man Grows
down.
2. Nice.
Sean, and he makes one of the best sandwiches you will ever eat. Dude, seriously, he makes he puts these Italian peppers in there. That was like reggae too. He's like, you want a sandwich? And he gave it to me, and I ate probably about 3 of those damn things. So. He's like,
not only is he giving the plants nutrition, but he's giving Rue nutrition too.
For real. Shout out, Sean. There we go, Sean. Take me to reggae. James ain't going. Come on, let's go. I work for Cutting Edge now.
That's funny. I'll work for my ticket in.
For real. Let's go. I got the Cutting Edge hat around here somewhere. I'll swap it out right now.
That's funny.
Switching teams.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So you were showing a plant last Friday on your guys' show. And I think since then you've cut it down. I could be mistaken, but I think I saw the other day after Friday you would cut one down
I did
with
that as a game rocks.
those giant roots that were coming out of there.
Yeah, did you? I just posted another video on Instagram. I showed it, like I dumped out all the pebbles, and I showed it kind of more up and down. Yeah, you get to see, like, it's, man, that thing, it's huge.
Yeah.
That root, honestly,
Like,
that root is bigger than some of the stalks that I get.
Yeah,
Like most of the stalks that I get.
yeah, it's like that big.
Yeah, it's
I was
fucking
shocked.
crazy.
Yeah, I knew they were big because I can kind of see them, but yeah, I can only lift them so much. I couldn't, saying you can't really see them at the very bottom like that. So once I did everything, chopped it down, I put the rocks out, and man, I was like, this is thing. I was like, I gotta make a video about this. This has to be seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you had roots like that before, or was that like that was?
No, I did.
That was a turning
I
point.
took a picture of an older one too that actually I found. It looks really cool. I was gonna try to just like do something with it, so I have it sitting to the side. It's just a stalk, and it shows the stalk and like the root going down. It's not as big as that one, but that was my first like, oh man, these are big. You know what I'm saying? So I'll get that one. I always wanted to make it like the stalk into like a little handle or something.
That'd be cool.
Like
the Mendo Dope guys, they turn them all into the stalks into like microphone
similar,
stands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it just like a handheld one right here.
Yeah, like a desk stand, so it's like hold your microphone right there.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd actually be really neat, to be honest with you. And
No,
have the roots kind of spread out and like make them, like shellac them or whatever you got to do to like dip them in resin or something like that to like hold them flat.
To strengthen it, because either way, it's not even falling apart right now because it's still old, but yeah, just like over time, if I'm holding it and all that, so yeah, I need to look into how would I coat it and what I need to coat it with to make it look the best. Maybe I'll hit up Mendo Dope Boys and see what they did.
Absolutely, yeah.
Mendo Dope Boys, what's going on?
Yeah, just get them on the phone right now.
No,
yeah, let's just call them up right now.
Not growing. What did you do with your mic stand? How did you make it?
Yeah, they actually had a guy painting those. I saw in one of their videos they had a guy like hand painting like a pinstriper dude. He was like sitting out there with a paintbrush,
like the cracks and stuff. More.
It was cool, man.
Man,
yeah, it was neat. It was neat. It was like it's like an art form, just painting weed stalks.
Yeah.
But I guess if you hang out with the guys like Mendo Dope guys, you might actually have a customer base. If you hang out with me, you're not getting a customer probably.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how much you charge for that. So yeah, I don't know if I'm up to getting my stalks painted.
If they charge for the size of root or for the size of stalks, mine would be super cheap.
Okay, then maybe sign me up then. I could probably get a dozen done. You know what I'm saying?
Depends if you're painting roots or if you're painting stalks. So those roots on those plants, man, they're seriously impressive.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. Like I've seen a lot of people doing hydroponics and I've never seen roots get like that before. I don't know if it's because I see your plants more often, but I've never seen them like that.
And the one I'm trying to keep too was like, I think might have been the first plant I did with the cutting edge nutrients too. That might have been that which it was the one I had to go in there. I had to cut it down. I think I cut it live on the show. I had to cut it stem by stem off. I couldn't even cut the whole stalk at once. My AC Infinity ones that kind of open up, I couldn't get it on the stalk. I had to cut limbs off.
Yeah. And I remember too, somebody was talking about on your show on Friday night. They were talking about root pruning. people were talking about trimming the roots and stuff like that. There's a guy,
yep.
I haven't seen him in quite a while, but he used to be on Instagram, and his name was Jiminy Cricket,
Yep.
and he does hydro as well. And he had gone away for a weekend or a week or something like that, and when he came home, he had like a white fly infestation, and it was all coming out of his buckets and his roots and everything. He had like
Really?
major root rot going on. There was like
Yeah.
something bad happening in there. Something turned when he was away. So he's showing me this, and he's like, "I'm going live. I'm gonna go live tonight, Ganix. You want to come on with me?" It was just like on Instagram. I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" So I jumped
Yeah.
on with him, and while we were live, he goes, "I'm gonna cut my roots off live." I'm like, "You're gonna do what?" And he goes, "I'm gonna cut my roots off." And this guy had roots like root balls, kind of like what you show, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, "I'm gonna cut it off right at the basket." I went, "Oh fuck, really?" So he did,
Yeah.
and he ended up filling a 5x5 10. I believe it was Bruce Banner. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Bruce Banner. And this guy filled a 5x5 10 with this one plant, and
Yeah.
those roots exploded when he did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
just like
insane. So
you're supposed to, I've never done it. I've never done it. Like I said, I just kind of like the longer roots. I've been playing with that, saying for so long or whatever. So I'll probably actually start doing it. But yes, supposedly saying it's just like topping, reverse topping. You'll get growth. Saying it'll explode on both
yeah,
ends.
that's crazy. Just to think
Yeah,
about, like,
watch
we're
it.
so worried about like transplanting when we're in soil, damaging our roots. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't want this to fall apart because my roots are going to get damaged. And then I see guys that are literally taking scissors and just hacking them off.
Yeah, like
But
welcome to the
root
grow.
ball,
The first
yes,
person I saw, they like
crazy.
he grabbed a pot, and I mean this is like when I first started looking at growing. He grabbed one and he just sawed it straight in half. And I was like, "What the hell?" I didn't understand it, but I remember seeing that. I was like, well, "Okay, that's some kind of technique, apparently." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, I remember seeing that when I first started growing, and then, yeah,
yeah,
apparently he's big on that. You know what I'm saying? So once I went back to him, he's always talking about that. So he's big on that
it's
one.
interesting. It's
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, this guy ended up he thought because this one blew up after he cut the roots. He goes, "Well, I'm gonna do two more plants, but healthy plants." I did that to a plant that was like probably gonna die, and that's why I
Unhealthy.
did it. But
Yeah.
it blew up, so now I want to see what this does to healthy plants.
yeah,
I'm like, man, you're fucking crazy. So, anyways, I go live with him again, and he cuts the roots off of two beautiful, super healthy plants. And what happened? They blew up.
yeah. Nice. All right, I
So,
might
I
do that.
mean, there's something to it for sure.
Well, or Chris, maybe on one of the shows. He gave me an
Yeah,
idea.
if it was me, I wouldn't do all my plants. I might do one of my plants just to see what happens in case something happens,
Oh yeah,
something bad
yeah,
happens.
for sure.
But it
Yeah, I
was,
only have
Then
anything
just
right
blame it on Ganix.
yeah, I mean, everybody else does. So, I
now.
mean,
Yeah,
that's okay. One more, I can, I'll take it.
yeah, yeah.
I'll take it. I'll
I
take
went
it.
on
But yeah,
GCN and they wrecked my grow. No.
yes, post it everywhere.
Yeah,
Post
yeah.
it everywhere. Make a group and call it GCN Ruin My Whole Garden.
Yeah.
Make a YouTube video and everything.
Make a whole YouTube page, GCN Ruins Gardens.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, we're pretty much right at the end of the hour. Do you want to kind of let
It flew
everybody
by.
know where they can find your Instagram, your YouTubes, all of that stuff, your merch, everything?
Instagram is Ruse Goofy Growing. It's all one word. And I have another one that they're spaced out, Ruse ROS _ Goofy _ Growing. I did that one when everybody's getting taken down, and luckily I got my account back. So I do have them. You can see me Friday nights, L's channel right now. We go live there. And then, yeah, I have my own YouTube channel. I'm starting to bring it back up, and I think I'm on at Ruse Goofy Growing, all one word on that one. And then, yeah, you can get Elkanah Content, Elkanah Concepts. I just read his name. That's what threw me off. Elkanah Concepts.
So it's not just us, Bunny. It's not just
Yeah.
us. Every Friday night, we're trying to tell the website And then
Yeah.
we're like, it's all kind of content. Concepts? Content.
Try both.
We'll,
One of them
we'll
will
look
work.
into it.
So that's you can go get merch. And yeah, see me every Friday night, Saturday night. See the Harvest Podcast. We grow with the show. Me, L, Chris, and we'll be kicking off season 4 coming up soon. So get your box from cropculture.net on that one. .net. And yeah, go get your Dead by Dawn genetics. Grow them out. Everybody's raving about the holy moly. So get you your holy moly on. You know what I'm saying?
I got some of the jackal from a while back.
Yeah, I tried to run the jackal and I stunted it or something, and I just didn't run another one because I knew we were kind of about to do his, so I was kind of just holding off.
Waiting it out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do.
I haven't grown them out yet, but I do plan. I also have the Paonia Glue Skies, which I won off your guys' very, very first Seed to Harvest podcast show. I don't even know if I want to grow them. I might just want to put them in a frame and like hang them up or something. You know what I mean? Won these off the very first episode.
That's nice. Well, I think I don't know if I was going to even talk to them about this. I'll just bring it up right now. I was either way. I was going to do. I think I got all the genetics that we've ran. So I was either on season 5 or something. I was going to start running season 1 with season 5 again, and then saying season 6 would be 2 and stuff like that. I want to start running because I want to do the Paonia Glue Skies. That PGS is amazing. So yeah, I think Chris might have more of that. If he doesn't, tell him to get more. He needs to get that going too. Now you can get that.
Tell him to get more. Chris, get more.
Yeah, we've been teaming up with Chris from Crop Culture to do this from I think pretty much get go. So I think we're gonna keep it going. So you can go over there, get your box set or whatever he has, just genetics. And if for some reason you want to be part of this and you're like, oh, I don't have the whole whatever, talk to him. Say, hey, I got this. I'm gonna get you next week or whatever, dude. He'll work with you. He wants you to be part of this.
Cool,
he wants you to be part of this. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that stop you. Say something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something can be done.
Yeah. He's actually part of our 1,000 subscriber giveaway when we finally do it. He's actually well we had him on. He was like, "Oh, I'm giving a box. I'm gonna do a crop culture box. I'll put something cool together." I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's cool." So super good guy, man.
Look at that. Yeah, L just gave me that too. Look at that LCAN concept. Right.
Oh, nice.
But he got that from Green Rush, so I believe so.
He's got some cool shit. Yeah, I get all my banners from Green Rush.
Yeah.
They make some nice stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. I'm glad I didn't fall asleep on y'all. I was worried I would. I'm exhausted.
I get it, man. I've been doing the working outside in the heat thing too, and like we were talking before the show, and it's like, even if you only put a half day in this heat, like you feel like you worked 3 days.
Yeah,
it's
brutal.
It takes a toll on you, mentally, physically, everything.
Yeah, all the way around.
It breaks you down. It breaks you down. So, but yeah, man, go get some rest. We appreciate you hanging out with us. And
I appreciate you inviting me on. It's awesome.
Absolutely, man.
Always.
And we will see you Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
What's that? This Friday.
I said, and we'll see you at Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yes, correct.
Yes, over on L's YouTube channel. Correct.
Yes. L. I think he's L Cannon content on here. Yeah. L Cancel on Instagram. But is this dude running from the law or something? He has like so many different names. Friday stream is up already. So there you go. Go hit it. Funny. Get notifications.
You got some explaining to do, L. All right, brother. We won't keep you any longer, but we appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you on Friday night.
All right, peace, guys. Smoke weed, baby.
Good night.
Smoke weed, baby. Peace.
I believe we've now had the whole crew from Seed to Harvest podcast now. So if
We
you would like to
absolutely
see
have.
any of their interviews, just scroll on back.
Yes. Yeah, we had them all on at the same time together.
Hmm.
I don't remember. That might have been. Was CC helping him out at that time? I can't remember. It was a while back.
But we've also had
Anyways,
her on.
yeah, but we had the three guys on together, and then we've had them all on separately, and we've had CC on because
Other
she's
than Mo,
she's part
yes.
of the crew as well. Yeah, we haven't had Mo on yet. We should actually get Mo on.
We should. I agree.
We should. I mean, she's a DGC Cup winner in past years. She placed. I can't remember what Chris said, but she placed. I think he said it was her first year growing, and she entered the cup and she placed, which is
I
fucking amazing. Chug,
Yeah, and she placed high up there too.
hmm third or seventh or something like
Seventh
it was.
place.
It was good. Seventh place, yeah. Chris Elsan,
Yes.
yeah, which is
So
dope.
next Wednesday, we have a very special episode. We have nothing.
Super special. We're taking the night off. It's
We are. It is. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's
Um,
it's Canada's birthday on the 1st, which is a Tuesday, and then the next day would be our show. So we're taking that day off, and we had some like shuffling around that happened, and then we kind of just came to the conclusion that we're just not going to book anybody for that day. So we're going to take next Wednesday off, but we'll still be here Friday, and then we'll be back next week again. So we'll still
yes.
be here Friday night doing Show Your Grow, and we hope to see each
Yes.
and every one of you. And yeah,
Thank
subscribe.
you all
We want to
for.
give shit away.
Yes.
Lots of shit. Lots of shit. So subscribe.
Right.
We got to get
I'm
to
gonna go
1,000.
deal with the brats, and we will see you guys on Friday.
We will catch you on the flip side. Oops.
Cheers.
Peace.